Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you about the wonder that is Livescribe Desktop. Okay, so let's go into Livescribe. Here, you can choose on the side which notebook you would like to look in. So, I bet you're wondering what that is. Livescribe is a pen that records audio as you're writing into a notebook. And what that then does is it takes that notebook and it puts all your notes and the audio into the computer once you connect it up. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to use the notes that my dad took in a conference a few months back just because his handwriting is appalling, and I'll show you how good this software is. Okay, so let's go to page 8 for example. This is my dad's handwriting. Can you understand it? No. Can I understand it? Not really. But if you look at this, for example, here it says copywriting, and I click on there, it will link what was being said there at the time to that bit of text. So, nothing's being said.
If you don't think you're in the interface business, you are in the interface business. Because blog posts are interface design. Your content is interface design. Your videos are interface design.
Okay, so you can pause that using the audio control there. Let's close that now. And stop it. Okay. What else can you do on Livescribe Desktop? Well, if I were to... Okay, I see copywriting there. If I were to think, okay, I want to know a bit about copywriting, where did I write it? I can't remember. Copywriting. Just found it there. How about if I put copyright? It's not found it because it's not anywhere. What else? Let's have a look for Google, because I'm sure that'll appear. Okay, let's see. Google, 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 etc., etc. So, as you can see, it'll find it in the document. Now, why is this useful for you? Well, I'm going to explain that more in part 2. But in part 1, I'm going to tell you that this is the best thing I've ever bought for studying. So if I go to start a notebook, these are the notes I took for my A-level business studies. Right, my handwriting isn't all that good either. But if we go to critical path analysis, for example, I don't want that one. Let's go back. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a good example, because in a lot of them, where it's black, it means you've not actually recorded audio. But where it's green, it means you recorded audio. So let's have a look at cost and profit centers. This might not be a good example because my business studies teacher didn't really talk much while he was writing, he took after. But so here we go. This is my notes on cost and profit centers and what they are. And if, for example, I've been taking notes on this and I can't remember what was being said at the time because I missed something, just click on it. So you can also make a note at the side and say, didn't hear, re-listen, or something like that. So if I click there, that's not the teacher talking, that's people behind me talking, by the way.
Has Taro now given up my subject? Did anyone hear me? Does anyone know? Has Taro now given up my subject?
Anyway, that's my business studies teacher, and at the time, he wasn't actually explaining, so then he was asking about a certain student who hadn't turned up to the class. But, okay, this is what Livescribe is good for. But another thing, say you've got an exam, and the teacher was saying something about the exam. So if we put in exam, No, we don't want that one. We want it from subject note. No, starter notebook, right? Exam. What will be asked? So I put here rewind because I didn't hear.
These float reviews, which do the actors they might.
Can you rewind a little bit?
Okay.
Is going to be plot that table.
The question is likely to be
Represent that table as
fill in the gaps, or very, very unlikely, they'll just give you the table, draw a critical path, unless it's only 4 activities. They might just give you 4 or 5 activities.
See, now I know from listening to that what will be asked in the exam. Okay. What else can you do in Livescribe Desktop? Well, it's got applications, and at the moment I only have one, Guitar Chords for Beginners. But you can download apps for the pen, and you can use them. And then there's lots of stupid little things you can do, like, well, if you go to the first page, just when I first got it, that was testing it out, you can draw a piano, and you can play the piano on it. You can translate things, so if you write thanks and tap that on the pen, it'll come up with gracias in Spanish, for example. It's got a calculator, as it says here, and the software on it is brilliant. And the calculator is amazing. Okay, and then when you buy the pen, it's got these tutorial notes for you to actually try it out. So for example, if you tap these samples, I'm going to show you what happens with the pen in the next video. But if you tap these examples, for example.
Lecture notes. You'll never miss a word any of your instructors say because you'll write down key words on your page and later search for them on your computer.
See? So I'm going to leave you with that for now. And then in part 2, I'll explain a little bit more about the Livescribe Pen. Thanks.